This is the one example of gender-based violence where we bring real-life stories to life, shedding light on experiences that often remain in the shadows. Today, we will share the story of Lesemelo, a young woman from Southern Africa whose life was deeply affected by gender-based violence, or GBV. Gender-based violence refers to any harmful act directed at a person because of their gender. This can include physical abuse, sexual assault, psychological harm, and even economic control. It affects people worldwide, but women and girls are disproportionately impacted. GBV is not just a private issue. It is a public concern, rooted in equality and power imbalances, and it represents a profound violation of human rights. Lasemelo's experience is both heartbreaking and inspiring. After years of moving between orphanages and struggling to find stability, she finally returned to live with relatives in Southern Africa, hoping to find safety and a sense of belonging. But her home, which should have been a place of comfort, became a place of fear. Lasimelo was repeatedly sexually assaulted by a man she trusted, a relative and a religious leader in her community. This type of abuse is a clear example of sexual violence from a GBV, where someone is forced into sexual activity without consent. Sexual violence is not only an assault on the body, it is the attack on autonomy, dignity, and trust despite her courage in reporting the abuse. Lasimelo did not receive the justice she deserved. Fearful for her life, she made the difficult decision to flee in the middle of the night, leaving behind what she had hoped would be a safe home. This is a reality for many survivors of GBV. Seeking help often comes with fear of retaliation, shame, or disbelief. Gender-based violence is a human rights violation because it infringes upon fundamental freedoms. The right to life, to safety, to freedom from torture, and to equality before the law. When these rights are denied, the consequences ripple across families, communities, and entire societies. The psychological effect of GBV can be profound and long-lasting. Survivors often experiencing anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and feelings of isolation. Trust in others is deeply shaken, and the road to emotional recovery can be long and difficult. Lasimelo, like many survivors, carried these invisible scars, but she also carried a determination to survive, to rebuild, and to reclaim her life. Her journey towards healing began when she crossed back into Loseto, where a kind woman introduced her to a center of survivors. Gender-based violence. This center became a safe space where Lasimelo could access counseling, education, and vocational training. Through this support, she returned to school and trained culinary arts and catering. Today, she works to provide for her daughter and siblings, proving that resilience and hope can be emerged even from the darkest experience. Preventing gender-based violence requires both individual action and systematic change. Educational is critical. Teaching children and communities about consent, respect, and equality helps prevent violence before it starts. Challenging harmful gender norms and stereotypes is also vital, as these societal pressures often normalize abuse or silence survivors. Individuals can help by listening to survivors without judgment, believing their experience, and supporting safe reporting mechanisms. Communities can advocate for stricter laws and policies that protect victims and hold perpetrators accountable. Lasimelo's story is a powerful reminder of GBV is not just a statistic, it is a lived reality for millions of women and girls worldwide. Every act of support, every effort to challenge inequality, and every voice that stands up for survivors matters. As we reflect on Lasimelo's journey, it is important to remember that survival is only the first step. Healing, empowerment, and transformation are possible, but they acquired community, understanding, and action survivors. Thank you for listening.